Hey everyone, and welcome back to today's video where we are doing another Bible art. And last one I did was Genesis chapter 24, and that was a part one because this is a longer chapter that spanned over 2 pages in my Bible. So part one was Rebekah's jug, where there was an arrangement where they went to go and find Isaac's wife. And this was after his mother died and he was devastated. So they found him a wife, and they wanted to know, God, how am I going to know who the right woman is for him? And God said, because there's going to be a girl at the well, and she's going to offer you water, but she's also going to offer your animals water too. So that must have been something that was really rare at that time, and that's how they could tell her apart, that she was just so kind and so sweet that she offered to take care of the animals as well. And turns out she was the one. And now in the second part, this is the part where they talk to Rebekah about this, and they ask, will you go with this man? And she said, I will go. And that's so beautiful because although they hadn't met, Rebekah and Isaac had never met, and in a sense you could call it an arranged marriage, the difference was they both agreed. Rebekah was asked, do you want to go? Like, she wasn't forced to do anything, and she said, yes, I will, I'll go. And I think it's so beautiful. They showered her with gifts, and I suppose it was a dowry, and they blessed her. And this whole scene that came to me is going to be them riding in the distance, in the desert, how I imagined it, going home for her to meet her husband, Isaac. So yeah, sometimes these visuals come to me really easily, and sometimes they really don't, like the one of Sarah's grave, for example. That one took me a really long time to kind of grasp how I wanted that to visually be depicted. And the jug came easily to me, and this vision came up straight away. The minute I saw them, read about them riding in the distance, I was like, yeah, I can see that. I can see a silhouette of them, people riding on camels in the desert at sunrise. And yeah, I knew in my head exactly what I wanted. Making it happen, however, is another story. It's never quite as straightforward as you hope it will be. Not for me anyway. Like I said many times before, I don't have confidence in myself when I do art, but I just have confidence in the Lord that it will come together. And so far I've been happy with the outcome. There is a point you'll see at the end where I was like, oh no, what have I done? But we made it work. And that's all you do. That's what you can do. You can't undo with art like this. I can't erase, can't control Z. I just have to keep going forward and make it happen. So as you can see, I've done some sand dunes. I won't talk to you about my colouring process because you've seen how I use colouring pencils before in Sarah's grave, but it's the same kind of thing in the way I do it. So yeah, once you've seen one process, you kind of get the gist of how I work. So hopefully the different angles and close-ups will give you a better idea of what I'm doing if you're interested in that stuff. But yeah, I had a vision of kind of sunrise. We know that they'd all stayed over at Rebekah's home, and she agreed the next day to go with them in the morning. So I kind of wanted a sunrise and the desert vibe with them riding and the camels in the distance. And your girl went in with pen without an outline. This is where I was like, oh my goodness, what have I done? This was very bold of me. I should not have gone straight in with a pen. I certainly did not have the confidence for that. I tried to get an outline, but the pencil, you couldn't see what I did before, and I couldn't put pencil over what I'd done, so I just went in with pen. I did question myself partway through this because in my head I had imagined them being like half the size of this and maybe having 5 or 6 camels, but once I went in I was like, oh, I can't undo this, I can't erase this. So we just went for it, and we have 2 people, so this could be Isaac's servant and Rebekah at the back. And then I decided to add a guy at the front leading them, and I thought it balanced out the picture a bit, having one on the other side of the little hill there. So yeah, that's how it came out. I'm kind of pleased with it. I think it could have been worse. But yeah, that was pretty much what I had in my head. And I think it symbolised confidence in the Lord and her faith in him, that Isaac was a good man and is the right one that the Lord had wanted for her. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give this video a thumbs up, and remember, Jesus loves you. God willing, I'll speak to you soon. And until then, have a blessed day. Bye.